What's up, Eagles? Welcome back to the Avion. I'm Chloe Kristovich.
And I'm Kyle Navarro. We hope you had a great fall break and enjoyed your time off.
I know I did. I got to spend my free time brushing up on my shark facts.
Oh, did you now? Well, let's hear a good one then.
Did you know that 2/3 of a shark's brain is dedicated to its sense of smell?
You know I did not, but it makes sense.
Speaking of making sense, I wonder if Florida's weather is making any sort of sense nowadays. Let's hear from Jillian.
Hey Eagles, I'm Jillian Preddy. I hope you had a great fall break and hopefully got to enjoy some cooler weather from our lingering cold fronts that we had pass through. This behind me is just an outlook, so it's just a little insight into what temperatures we should be seeing throughout the week. So in the Pacific Northwest, they should be seeing a little below average, so they might be seeing cooler temperatures. But back home, we're going to be in our average temperatures, and a little west of us, they should be seeing above average, so maybe a little hotter for them. As of right now, however, in the Pacific Northwest, they're in the 50s and 40s, a little cooler in the north, lower 40s. But back home, again, we're in our average temperatures, upper 60s for the morning. But as we move throughout the week, this huge cold front's going to be making its way through across the whole nation, dropping temperatures even into the teens in some points. And into next week, we should be seeing that cold front hit us a little bit. But as of right now, this morning, our temperatures are going to be in the lower 70s, but that is going to be climbing throughout the day. So we're probably going to be seeing some mid to upper 70s as the day moves on. Our humidity dew point, however, is at 60 degrees, so not too humid, should be nice and dry outside. And we're going to be continuing to see that dry weather throughout as we move throughout the week. It's shaping up to be a pretty good one. High temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s, and low temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s. It is going to be pretty cloudy, but hopefully we're going to see some sun peeking through. So make sure to go out and enjoy that sun, Eagles. Have a great week.
Good old Florida. Cold one week and then hot the next.
Don't they say you get 2 days of fall, then second summer in Florida?
Something like that, I'm pretty sure.
Well, while we wait for second summer to come to an end, let's hear from Josie about what's happening on campus now that fall break is over. Josie, over to you.
Good morning, Eagles. Welcome back. Hope you all had a great fall break. Let's jump right into this week's exciting events. This Thursday, we have Peppy Hour costume contest from 3:30 to 4:30 in the third floor lounge of the Student Union. Also on Thursday is Touch and Go movie night in Insidious, The Red Door, so make sure to show up to the IC 101 at 8:15 to give you enough time to get raffle tickets and a seat. This will be from 8:30 to 11. On Friday, come to the Student Union from 5 to 8 p.m. for Skyline Social Halloween Spooktacular, where you can enjoy apple cider and donuts, tarot card readings, candy apples, pumpkin carving, and a costume contest. During this event, stop by the Avion Halloween photo booth, where you can take a picture to capture your night with some of our spooky decorations. At 8:15, there will be a free movie showing in the Student Union Event Center showing Disney's Hocus Pocus. Saturday, the Eaglethon and Wicked presents a Halloween party from 8 to 10 in the Student Union Event Center with live music, costume contest, corn maze, haunted house, and free food. This will be an enjoyable event, so don't miss out. All these events help us get into the Halloween spirit, Eagles, so make sure to check them out and have some fun.
Thanks, Josie. Those Halloween events sure do sound pretty fun.
I know I'm stoked for Halloween this year, but first let's hear about what's happening in our industry from Jacob.
Thanks, Kyle and Chloe. Hello, everyone. I hope you are all having a great start to your week. I'm Jacob, this week's industry reporter, here to tell you everything happening in the aviation world. Coming up this week on campus, Delta Propel will be providing an information session on Wednesday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. in the College of Aviation atrium. An email was sent out a couple weeks ago regarding the event with a link to register. This is a great opportunity to learn more about the Propel program. JetBlue will also be visiting campus this week. They will have a table set up in the Flight Operations Center courtyard on Thursday, October 26th from 12 to 3 p.m., where they will be passing out information to our flight students. Switching over to the aviation industry, some very exciting news has come from Boeing regarding its Eco Demonstrator program. A brand new 737 MAX 10 will be joining the fleet and taking its place alongside a 787-10 Dreamliner and a 777-200. The 737 MAX will be used to measure how sustainable aviation fuel affects contrails and non-carbon emissions, in addition to reducing the fuel's life cycle and climate impact. The data will be collected by NASA's DC-8 as it flies behind the aircraft, and NASA satellites will help capture and study the contrail formation made by the MAX. The new Eco Demonstrator will help scientists understand how sustainable aviation fuels affect the environment. That's all the news I have for you today. Kyle and Chloe, back to you.
That's pretty cool. And you know, I actually have a flight booked with JetBlue this weekend.
Well, maybe next time you can be flying the plane instead of the passenger.
I don't know about that, but one can hope.
Well, before we get to that point, I think we still have to get through our sports update for the week. Let's hear from Elijah with what's coming up.
How's it going, Eagles? My name is Elijah. I hope you had a fantastic fall break and are ready for a busy week of sports. On Monday and Tuesday, your women's golf team will be competing in the NCAA Division II Fall Slam in St. Augustine, Florida. On Tuesday, your men's soccer team will be taking on Rollins here in Daytona at 7 p.m. And on Wednesday, your women's soccer team will be taking on Flagler at 7 p.m. in St. Augustine, Florida. We won't see any sports on Thursday, but on Friday, the women's volleyball team will be taking on division rivals Nova Southeastern at 7 p.m. in the ICI Center. Friday night, we'll also see the men's hockey team take on Middle Tennessee State University at 7 p.m. in the Daytona Ice Arena. Saturday will be a marathon of sports, with the hockey team again playing Middle Tennessee at 11:30 a.m. in the Daytona Ice Arena. The women's and men's rowing team will be competing in the Head of Schuylkill competition in Philadelphia at 10:05 a.m. and 11 a.m. respectively. The men's soccer team will be taking on Lynn at 6 p.m. in Boca Raton, Florida. The volleyball team will be playing against Palm Beach Atlantic at 7 p.m. in the ICI Center. Finally, the women's soccer team will play Lynn at 7 p.m. here on the soccer field. Those are your campus-wide sports for this week. As for some professional sports, the NHL regular season is finally here, with 32 teams battling it out in an 82-game season for a spot in the playoffs. Don't miss tomorrow, October 24th, where 32 teams will be playing each other in a staggered start time setting. Lastly, the NFL is in Week 8, with the Buccaneers and the Bills playing on Thursday, the Bears and the Chargers playing on Sunday, and the Raiders and the Lions playing each other next Monday. That's all I got for sports this week, Eagles. What game will you be headed to?
Thanks, Elijah. I'll definitely be at the hockey game as per usual, but I think I might check out some of the others as well.
You know what? I might see you there. I've been looking to up my school spirit lately.
Well, come on out. Sports are always a great time.
And so is every episode of the Avion.
Well, you know what? You make a good point, but I think it's about time we wrap things up.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but I think you're right. Thank you all for joining us yet again. I'm Chloe Kristovich.
And I'm Kyle Navarro. We'll see you next week for another episode of the Avion.